You might look back on your teenage years as being one of the more awkward, challenging phases in your life, but these next few teenagers are living something else entirely. Here are a few more teens you won't believe exist. The twin. India's Narendra Kumar was losing weight, vomiting, and complaining of cramps in his increasingly protruding belly. An in-depth medical exam revealed that Kumar's unborn twin had been living inside him for 18 years. This is an incredibly rare condition with only 200 cases ever reported worldwide. During the early stages of pregnancy, one fetus enters the other through the umbilical cord and becomes a parasite living off the other twin's body. During the 3-hour procedure, doctors removed a malformed fetus weighing 5 pounds, consisting of bone, teeth, a poorly developed head, and a massive, thick chunk of hair. Tiny teen. Hannah Kritzak was born with primordial dwarfism, a condition affecting only about 100 people in the entire world. Hannah is 39 inches tall and weighs just under 30 pounds. She looks and sounds like a little kid when she speaks, but she's actually in her late teens. People often mistake her for a 5-year-old, and she has several health issues, as most people with this type of dwarfism aren't known to make it past their 20s. Hannah is bubbly and dreams of a bright future in the entertainment business, as she loves to sing, dance, and act. Fu Wengui. The average person should have 7 vertebrae in their neck. Fu Wengui was born with 10. The 3 extra vertebrae have caused this 16-year-old Chinese teen, nicknamed Giraffe Boy, extreme pain and discomfort. Going out and doing simple things has become problematic, as Wengui has difficulty moving with such an extended neck. A Beijing-based charity is generously sponsoring Wengui's surgery to shorten his neck and is in the process of planning his treatment. Isabella Leclerc. Isabella was born with a genetic condition called Parkes-Weber syndrome, which has caused her right leg to swell up to 40 pounds, double the size of her left leg. The inflammation is due to abnormal blood vessels in a part of the body, in Isabella's case, her leg. She is proud of the way she was born, and the deformation has never discouraged her from wearing shorts and enjoying life as a normal teenager. Playing doctor. One Floridian teen took playing doctor to a whole other level. Last year, 18-year-old Malachi Love Robinson was arrested for practicing medicine without a license, fraud, and grand theft. Love Robinson pretended to be a gynecologist at a medical center and a massage therapist at a rehab center. He even went as far as opening his own practice last year, listing fake credentials on his website as well as upping his age to 25. He was caught after giving an undercover cop a medical exam and medical advice. The Walking Dead. After her parents got divorced, 14-year-old Haley Smith was struck with a strange sensation of feeling dead. A few days later, she still couldn't shake the feeling and began fantasizing about graveyards and watching horror films, which helped her feel closer to the deceased. Haley believed she was a corpse for the next 3 years and finally decided to see a psychiatrist. Turns out Cotard's, or walking corpse syndrome, is indeed a real condition that is an extremely rare form of delusional psychosis. Haley is in recovery, citing therapy and Disney films for bringing her back to life. The human light bulb. India's Deepak Jangra can withstand 11,000 volts passing through his body, the same amount of voltage used to power 500 houses. A normal person would die from this instantly. Deepak feels absolutely nothing as the electrical current runs through him, and he has helped over 60 houses in his village with their electrical problems. He gets to work with his bare hands. He can withstand live wires in his mouth and can even sit with his hands in a bucket of water filled with running electricity. 16-year-old Deepak says he feels very privileged to have such a tremendous gift from God. Tory Punch. 19-year-old Tory Punch from Australia was diagnosed with Proteus syndrome at birth, an extremely rare condition that causes abnormal growth of the bones and skin. It has caused Tory's legs to grow unusually long and angled, and the bones in her skull to grow upwards. She also has dozens of painful benign tumors on her feet, leaving her unable to wear shoes. Tory has the mental age of a 7-year-old and is confined to a wheelchair. Doctors are unsure how the condition will continue to progress, but Tory's mother is hoping that her daughter's story will help find a cure. Jonathan Gianfrido. 16-year-old Jonathan from Connecticut was born with epidermolysis bullosa, a rare genetic connective tissue disorder with no cure. Jonathan experiences constant blistering of the skin, both internal and external, at even the slightest touch. His skin lacks the tissue that holds it together, so a bump or any sort of friction will cause his skin to tear. He's never been able to drink or eat because it would cause internal pain, so he's fed from a tube his entire life. His bi-weekly bandage change is a painful and uncomfortable experience. Most kids with this condition don't make it past 16, so Jonathan considers himself very fortunate and never stops smiling. Dying to be popular. 17-year-old Ellen Lietzow wanted so badly to be the popular girl in school, she nearly killed herself for it. At the height of her battle with anorexia, Ellen wouldn't even let a drop of water touch her lips as she whittled down to a horrifying 75 pounds. Her hair began to fall out in clumps and she began to lose circulation in her toes and fingers. After fasting for a week, Ellen had a seizure and collapsed when she attempted to drink a glass of water. Doctors at the hospital were astonished she was even still alive, but she was on the brink of death as her liver and kidneys had begun to fail. Now at 19, Ellen has completely turned her life around, living a healthy vegan lifestyle and hoping to inspire others with her story. Tell us what you think about all these unbelievable teens. Drop us a line in the comments and don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe and check out some other amazing videos while you're here. Thanks for watching.